Pancho, how did you first get into the hospitality industry, and how long has it been your passion?
My story started when I was young in the Canary Islands in Spain, that you know is a major destination for tourists in whole Europe. And at that time, my father booked a few rooms for the entire family, and we spent it in one hotel outside the city. And we were having, or he was having a drink with the GM at the time, and I remember him precisely asking the general manager, "What is exactly your job? What does a general manager in a hotel have to do?" And his reply amazed me. He said, "My job is this. I'm gonna have a drink with you now. Later I'm gonna play tennis with another guests. I will go around the garden to see everything is clean. So my goal is just to make all of you to be happy and to enjoy." At that time, with 10, 12 years, I said, I want this job. In the end, things have turned out completely different, and the reality has nothing to do with what I heard at the time. But this is the moment that I said, I want to be GM. Since then, I wanted to be general manager, was always my goal. And eventually, I think when I was 30 or 31 years old, was my first position of general manager.
Quite similar as Pancho, still starting very young with 17, 18 years old. I am coming from Marbella, Malaga. It's a tourist destination. And I started working young in the beach, like a pool attendant. And from the moment I see the hotel life, general manager, director of food and beverage, how they like, how they enjoy every single moment with the guests, with the staff, with all the hotel, I fall in love with the hotel business, and still just until now, no? In different positions, I still love my job.
Pancho, can you tell us more about Pink Dream and how you brought it to life?
Okay, since I've been working all my life in hotels, I have unfortunately situations that make you think for your future. I was in Mexico when we had a big financial crisis and the narco fights at the time, which was 2008. I have before that the tsunami in Thailand and in Indonesia. I've been through the volcano eruption, I've been through the earthquake, I've been through the COVID, and what else, something missing. So a lot of things happened. And every time there's a crisis, of course the companies immediately need to take actions. The actions are to cut costs. Where do you cut? The most senior people, the most expensive people. At that time, I was already GM and vice president of the company. And I saw how many other colleagues, they needed to leave the company. So I knew immediately, sooner or later, this can happen to me. So I decided I need to get into some sort of business. What is the only business that I know how to do? Hotel. And then at that time already I said, I need to plan for me to start the business. So it happened that some years before, I liked to surf. And here in Padang was one of my favorite spots. And when I used to surf in the 90s, there was not even a road. Nothing. And one day surfing, I remember talking to a French guy and asking me, why there is no a decent hotel in this area? Why everybody think that the surfers, we are poor people? We can afford a decent hotel. And at the time there was nothing. And at that time I said, I got it. I bought land here, which is the first Pincoco Valley. And this is where I started my planning to start little hotels, which is the only thing that I can afford, which was, this one was the first one.